Well, just behind you there. Yes, you're looking at. Yes, that's you there. Hello, love. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm well, so I am. May I just say there is a lovely lady that's joining me here from Spirit, and I actually feel like there's two people, but I'll go with the first lady. And she's given me this sense whenever she passed over, there was definitely a cancer that she goes with, and I know that I want to have my towards the end. She has a memory of her stomach being incredibly swollen and hard, and she was complaining about that. So I know that the cancer must have affected that area, and she showed me that for quite some time she thought it was maybe like indigestion or something she was eating, or she was putting it down to other aspects of maybe her sort of life and her lifestyle, but she didn't realise that that's what was truly going on. And she showed me then when she went to the doctors and then got sent to the hospital and then sent for tests, and then obviously they came back again. Unfortunately, she got the worst news that she could have received, and things were really advanced at that stage because she left this ongoing problem for such a long time. So isn't all that right?
Yes.
I know. And she's aware of this, and she's saying to me here, may I just say, I don't smoke, but I can just taste cigarettes. I feel like I'm on
the first person I smoked a cigarette with.
Was it? Well,
yeah.
do you know what? I nearly want to sit down and sit with you and talk about everybody and have a good yarn and a good crack, and there's just this feeling of me and you, come on in, see that wee witch down there, and that wee witch over there, because she's gossipy and she's feisty, and to tell you to do one right and quick, but maybe with more cursing words if you get me, because I get this feeling of her personality to be, she's really down to earth, and there's no words or graces in her, and I wouldn't have put her as a polite lady, if you don't mind me saying. And may I just say too that she isn't just but she was somebody as a role model for you too. This is somebody that you would have looked up to, and because she's bringing the memories of you talking, and she remembers she was like a good friend as well as within family, and she's saying that you missed that part of her, of just having a yarn and a wee bit of crack, and so I know that she was one of your closest and your nearest and dearest, because that's her memory of you too. It wasn't just you to her.
Thank you.
I'm not done yet. So you get me? You get it all, don't you?
Brilliant.
She's saying that in the end though, whenever I know that it talked about all this stomach and the problem and the cancer, and this is where it affected, but I know when she passes that the family is there for her, and they are around, and thank God, she didn't die on her own. She had everybody there, and it's nearly where I feel like, it's not a fight, but it's nearly where family were, I want to be there, and I want to stand at her side, and everybody wanted a wee piece of her around that bed, didn't they?
Yeah.
And she's saying, Angela, she just went, Angela, here she says, I didn't want to die. She says, I wasn't even that old, Angela. She says, whenever I passed, it was shockful. She says, it took me a wee while when I come over here to actually adjust. And she feels it in the families have all obviously prayed for her soul, and and put them thoughts out. But I feel even before she went, she was so determined to try anything she could have done, because she's remembering getting feet done and people rubbing her and doing magic healing and all of this, and she wanted all this Reiki, and she says it was all lovely and it felt good, but it didn't take away all of what she was experiencing. She just wanted someone to come and wave a wee magic wand and take it all away, and she never got that, of course, but it didn't stop her from having the open-mindedness to this, to spirituality, to try to tap into something. And it's not that she was a spiritual person, alright, I'm just going to let you know that right now, because she never went to church in her life, I'm going to just tell you that too. But I do get this feeling where she was open to pray to anything or anybody that was listening, because to save her life and for her children, and that's what she remembers. And she's saying to me, and she just says, but will you tell her, love? Because she's saying love, because she likes love. She says, will you tell her, love, I love you, and I always told you I loved you. She says, that's me. She says, me and you would have sat we would have had a wee drink and a wee yarn and a wee boogie, and we had our nights out and our cigarettes and our, she says we had our fights too, we had our arguments, says, but I wouldn't have changed any of it.
Yeah.
She says, and here she is, you have one for me tonight.
We are.
And she said, and she went, and you tell her over here, she says, I'm still over here. She says, I haven't changed. She says, I'm still all around you. She says, I'm still as cheeky as ever.
Yeah.
So isn't that nice to know?
Changed. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
May I leave you there with her love? Thank you so much. Well done.